Okay, about my four-wheeler now. It is a 1996 250 Timberwolf with a whole bunch of freaking carburetor problems like every freaking month. Sorry, I keep swearing or whatever you want to call it. Again, I'm getting sick of the four-wheeler, really. It's frustrating. Should never happen like this. But someone likes to mess with someone's toy, I guess. I asked Crystal there. She is the office manager. No, I did not go see her. And I even said, I'd stop in when I get my permit. Well, I have my permit. It's been 4 months now because I got it on the 14th of January, and it's, what is it, like the 20th today? I said I'd get it, my permit, and I'd stop in and say hi or whatever. I haven't done that yet, and I go past frickin' Red Wing a lot. Whenever we get to Lake City, halfway to Red Wing or whatever, and just don't stop in and say hi. Or they're closed or something. But I asked her if I wanted to sell it, what would they give me? I told them a year. I don't think I told them it might need new tires, but yeah, I told them the year, what it is, the condition. I think I told them what condition it was. I said it had a torn seat. I didn't tell her about the carburetor, but hopefully this is the last time I will be fixing this damn thing. The thing still runs. It runs like a dream. It does. But I think the last time it happened is because I had the little... There's this little like O-ring or whatever inside of the carburetor. I think it was shut a little too much. That's why I didn't get enough gas. So I hope that was the only problem. I know the carburetor's off. It's still in the house. It's been in the house since I took the carburetor off the first time. And it's been almost a month. It's still sitting in the house. And I asked her the price and all that stuff. She said about $900 to $1,000. And we paid a little bit more than $1,000. We paid, I don't know, like 12 or 13. That's my guess. I don't know. Dad said around $1,000. So it's probably 12 or 13. He said he did pay more than $1,000. So it's no $900 machine. No, it's 1,000 and some. And if I take it to a dealer, they probably give me 900. If I give it to Dad, am I going to get $1,000 out of it even though he paid for it? Because I painted the racks, the bumper. I took care of this machine. I put some money into it, but he basically paid for most of the parts. I paid for a lot of the gas, but I was driving it. But am I going to have the money, or is he going to take the money back, or do I just give it to him, or what? I don't know. He paid for the machine. I know I keep talking like that. But if I did want to sell it to him, I'd probably give it to him. And then that $1,000 would be for my car. And then, that would be $1,000 right here. Let's say he paid $13 for it, and I said, you paid $13, just give me $1,000. What's $300, okay? So he gives me $1,000 for this machine. It's his. He can drive it, whatever. Or he can... I don't care what he does with it. Then I... this bike here. Fix this bike back up with the parts we might be getting from this other guy. That means I gotta switch the tire, the fenders, these things here, the gas tank and all that all over again like I did months and months, well, not months, sorry, at least a month on that. This would probably take me a week or two because I'd be doing it outside, and I did it weeks and weeks and weeks into this one because it was cold out here. But if we get this other bike cheap enough, switch the parts, I can resell this one for at least $800-900, so I'd have 19, almost $2,000 to buy a nice decent car, plus whatever else money I have. And then maybe selling this bike, which I know I'm not. But if I did need the car badly, I would. But I don't need no car right now because I only have a permit, you know? And what my brother did was when he first got his driver's license, we had a blue minivan where that van is now. It was a 99 Pontiac Montana. The stupid transmission problems, you know, that kind of car. It came with a little high mileage. We bought it cheap. They told us it had transmission problems. We got it from a customer, so that's why we got it cheap. After he got a driver's license, he drove that for a couple months before we got this minivan for free. And then, a couple months later, we get the minivan. Okay, we gotta get license and all. Then the transmission throws up. Not in this van, but, the Montana just pukes right out in front of our street over there. It throws up. So then we get this car legal, and he drives this one for, I don't know, a couple months, I think. I'm sorry. Like almost a year, because we were looking at cars. And he was looking at a 1999 Pontiac Grand Prix Supercharged, which I want so flippin' bad. He wanted like a grand for it or so. He actually wanted two, but he had problems with the car. And he tried getting about, $1,200, he said, but the guy didn't want 12, he wanted more. It had some kind of gas pedal problem. He took that one instead, the Cavalier. He paid $3,000 for it, but it's still a nice car. If he didn't make that dent, now it kind of went down in value. It probably went down $500. But he paid a hefty price for that, for the car, and it runs, and it only has 47,000 now because Monday through Saturday we work and freaking, yeah, I know, right? Dumb papers, but you get good pay monthly. But when I get my driver's license, I know you guys probably don't want to keep hearing boring crap, but when I get my license, I will be probably using the minivan for a while. And, my grandparents, can I borrow your car for a day or two, whatever, just to get around, to make some money. And that's why I'm also saving right now, too. Possibly in a month or so, once I get my driver's license, I would go buy a car. It ain't going to be no $800 car. It'll probably be a $2,000 car, because I need a good, dependable car, fuel-efficient car, okay mileage, nothing that has major problems, because I'm going 80 miles a day, and I can't be halfway down with the route. Uh-oh. It threw up on me. Now I have no car at all. Sorry, Diane. I can't finish today. Why? My car threw up. So I need a dependable car. Sorry. Gosh. So I need one of those cars. A good car. And there's no way I'm buying a stick shift one, because I park on top of hills. There's no way I'm on top of a hill in neutral or even in gear, keeping my foot on that brake while I'm putting the paper in a box. In no way am I trying to use that emergency brake or whatever, the parking brake. No, because I use it one time, I'm stuck because it's rusty. I don't want to use that. I know, right? I know. My dad did mention this snowmobile, or the 86 SRV. I think it's like a 450. I don't think it's really a 450. I think it's like a 550. I'm not for sure. I keep forgetting. Hey, cat. Cat went out that way, this way. But he also did mention, do you want to sell it? Why do I want to sell this thing that I work so hard on? I freaking fixed the carburetor. It's like I work on this more than that. No, I actually work on that more than this. But I fixed the carburetor a lot in this one as well. And he asked me, "You want to sell it?" I said, "Well, if we sell it, how much are we gonna get?" He wants to sell it. If we did sell it, $600 or so. He paid more than 600 though, but it's an old machine. We had our time with it. But there's no way I'm selling it. Like I said, if I needed a car bad, then I would. But I worked so hard getting this thing up and running good, and then the snow flipping melts. So next year sucks. Yeah.